All right, welcome to day 28 of your acceleration program. Today we're going to talk about this entire concept that you've been learning this week, which is the shift. How do we take something that triggered us and ultimately get to where it is that we want to go, right? So the trigger puts us in the dark. The dark, all those feelings and emotions have us start to drift. That drift gives us the opportunity. Are we going to deploy the parachute or not? Are we going to start to shift our trajectory and ultimately lift ourselves out of that pit that we find ourselves in? And then ultimately be able to find, finally, be able to find that light that we've been after, right? Inside of there, you take a trigger, it ultimately becomes a lesson, that becomes a revelation, an action item that you can take that will get you more of the positive results that you want in your life. You see, every single day, and we've talked about this before, it's about winning the day. How do we win the day? We put ourselves in a position to succeed. If you're constantly dealing with the same triggers, spouse, kids, employees, customers, school bus driver, whoever, whatever it is, if you're constantly dealing with the same issues and over again, you're not making progress. And if you're not making progress, you will never get to where it is that you ultimately want to get to, whether that's in your personal or your professional life. Now remember, every day you're going to get triggered. You're going to get triggered by those people around you. You're going to get triggered by the things that you can control. You're going to get triggered by the things that you can't control. Because there's two different types of triggers. There's the external and the internal triggers, right? The external triggers are those things around you, the people, the situations, the circumstances. The internal triggers, those are all around you, and those are all inside your head. Whether you feel you're good enough, you're loved, you're not smart enough, you're fat, you're skinny, you're unhealthy, you're never going to make enough money, you're never going to hire the right employee. All of those things become triggers that if we don't take care of them, run us into that cul-de-sac, right? That definition of insanity, the insane cul-de-sac. Anger, blame, guilt, shame, back to the way we were. Anger, blame, guilt, shame, back at the beginning. Anger, blame, guilt, shame. And it just repeats itself. So the whole purpose of the shift is to take the trigger and ultimately move out of that cycle of insanity. Lift out of it, find the lesson, find the light, find the gift, find the revelation, and do something with it, right? Move down the path. This is all about action. You want to have power in your life? Power comes from clarity. Clarity comes from being willing to face the things that aren't working and find the answer that you need to answer. And that is what the shift is all about. So again, I want you to start being more proactive in your life. I want you to be more proactive to get the answers that you're looking for. This tool, the shift, is one of those proactive tools that will ultimately help you get the results that you want. So today's assignment, you guessed it, it's to do another shift. But this time, you're going to do it from beginning to end. Pick a trigger from today, from yesterday. Pick one trigger and then work it all the way through. The form is down below. Work it all the way through from the trigger to the dark, to the drift, to the shift, to the lift, to the light. And on the end, find that revelation, find that gift, find that action item. And then record a 2-minute video. A 2-minute video in which you talk about what was your revelation and what was your action item based off of the shift that you just completed. All right, you know what time it is. It's time to get after it. 3, 2, 1, off you go.